Okay, so listen, I want to talk to you guys about success and stuff. I've noticed, and I've noticed in successful people, a lot of the time, it seems like they come out of nowhere, and that's why the whole term industry plant is a thing and all that, because people think people are just popping out of nowhere and getting placed and all that. And I'm understanding that success is kind of like it happens overnight for the majority of people because we don't see what they're doing in the dark. And what I'm saying is, if you're working now or you're trying to achieve something, whether it's like financial or something else related, if you have goals and you're working on them now and it feels like you're not getting nowhere, I'm telling you now out of my own experience, your goals are working and you're moving forward. But the pace that you move forward seems slow because the growth is sneaky. You're not gonna just inch up like substantially, right? It's super like inchworm, right? And you can only see the growth once you look back at where you were. So it might feel like you're not going nowhere because you're not looking back. But that's the thing about it. The whole overnight success stuff, I've realized a lot of people who do get that moment is it just takes the one moment. So if you're trying to be successful, if you're trying to achieve something, you're trying to do something, don't worry about what's gonna cause it. It's worrying about all the stuff that won't cause it, right? So it's more about I forget his name, the dude who created a whole bunch of inventions, right? They said he had like 1,000 failed ones before he figured out one good one. I think it was the light bulb. I don't know, not I'm not a history teacher, but either way, right? He got that one success, but he failed at 1,000 other things. So his success wasn't, oh, this finally worked. His success was all of this didn't work, right? It's easy to be successful. It just takes one moment, but you got to get that moment. So all the work you're doing now, no results, nothing's working. You're working, and you're not getting the results. Then you finally find it, and everything just skyrockets. Everything skyrockets. So it's not that you're not growing. Like I said, you're going to grow, but it's the growth in the dark that happens most of the time. I was watching a video. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it, but I was listening to motivational quotes. I'm pretty sure his name is, I think I want to say Justin Walter. I'm not sure, but he's like a company owner or something like that. He was in a motivational video I was working, and I mean in a motivational video I was watching, and he was explaining the whole overnight success process and how he was working, right? He had no results, but he got better with his craft. He kept working, no results, but he was better at his craft. And then after he continued to work, it finally hit, and now everyone's like, "Oh, overnight success. He got it in a year, etc." But that's because they're not seeing the process beforehand. 90% of the process is in the dark. Myself, for example, right? Let's say I finally have a video pop off that gets millions of views and my career's trajected upwards, right? There's so many videos now that I've already done that are in the dark. There's so many videos that I've done in the past that are deleted, that are privated, that won't be found. And all of that progress isn't visible to the public. They're not going to know that. They're not going to know I was editing on my iPhone in iMovie, screen recording all my videos, making Fortnite montages. People aren't going to know that. So even if you were to go all the way back to my oldest video on YouTube, even if you were to do that, which people tend to do when YouTubers and content creators blow up, there's still a plethora of videos. There's still hundreds of videos I've made that are not accessible to the internet. And that just goes to show the work people do in the dark. Most of the time, when your favorite artist pops off for that year and he's going viral, he or she's going viral, and they got the number one hit in the record and the number one record hit in the club and all that, there's thousands of songs, hundreds of songs they done made in high school, they done made in college, just messing around, that no one talks about, that no one is aware of, because you don't grow in the public. I mean, in the public view of people. You grow in the dark when it can't be measured, right? Same thing with getting a workout body. Everyone sees you pop out that summer, yo, bro, how'd you get that body? Not knowing that whole winter, all that you was doing push-ups, you was working out, going to the gym consistently, everything. So your growth is growing. You just can't see it. And of course, other people most definitely can't see it. So don't worry about, am I growing? Am I going to hit my moment? Because you are. You definitely are. But it's so exponential. You're not gonna go from little step to little step. Some people, there's this ad I was watching on the internet. I don't know how real it was, but I'm just using it for example. Some guy had a Shopify store, and he went from he said like 200 hats to like 200,000 in 2-3 years. It's substantial, right? Once you figure out the base problem, it's so much easier to grow. Once you figure out how to do a certain thing, the hardest part is getting your foot in the door. Once your foot's in the door, it's easy to just start climbing, because now you know the method. Now you know, and that you know some type of strategy or some type of something that'll help you in the future. It's easy. The hardest part is starting. There's going to be little to no growth in the beginning of anything you do, whether it's sports, whether it's academics, whether it's entertainment, music, whatever. It's always harder in the beginning until you get comfortable. Once the hard becomes your new comfortable, now you can start to grow exponentially. It's like a snowball effect. Snowball starts really tiny, extremely tiny, right? And it takes super long to build up. And once it gets a little bit bigger, now it's speeding up. Now the process now gets even. And once it's huge, it's just going, avalanche. So that's how I look at growth, and that's how I look at being successful. Stop trying to count the success, because it's just gonna hit you. Just work, keep your head down. It's gonna hit you one day. You're gonna wake up, it's gonna hit you. It's gonna come out of nowhere. You might not be expecting it. I'm making this video at the time of this recording. It's January 9th, right? I'm at like 300 something 348 subscribers, something like that. But I know that that's just a number, and like growth wise, if I'm looking at January 6th, 2026, it's gonna be more substantial. My first year on YouTube, I think my first year I got close to like 100 subs or something like that, right? But every year it got better. Like the year after that, I have multiple channels, by the way, so I think I got like in total on all my channels probably like a little over 1,000 something. But that just goes to show I have over 1,000 subs. I've been doing YouTube for like 4 years now. Well, not you, yeah, for like 4 years now. So the first year 100 something, whatever, boom, 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 and every year it goes up 100, 200. Next year I got 400, right? And then once you go from 400, it'll just start 1,000, 10,000. Like it's quick, and that's just with everything. So get your foot in the door, learn your blueprint, focus on yourself. Don't try to count the progress, because it'll come and it'll hit you. It'll hit you out of nowhere. You just wake up one day and you'll be better. Can't explain it. That's how it was for everything. I was trash at basketball. I just kept practicing, and one day I was just Michael Jordan out there. I don't know. Can't explain it. But yeah, keep working, y'all. Stop doubting yourself. You're making progress. You just don't understand it yet. And once you get to where you want to be, you'll be able to look back and see all the growth you've made. It's definitely in the working process. It's not going to be overnight. It might take some years. Years people aren't going to know about, but you will. And once you blow up, or once you get your goals achieved, you'll be that overnight success industry plant that they can talk about. But that's pretty much it for this video. If you make this far, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you for watching. Stay safe tonight, or today, whatever time it is we're watching. Keep guiding guys' lives, and I'll catch you guys next upload.